Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna just be doing a chatty get ready with me. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. When I came back to my channel after my break, I think I started with one of these and I haven't done one since. So I've been promising one, and so I just thought it'd be good to kind of catch everybody up on some things in life. And I'm gonna be, of course, using all Dollar Tree makeup, and I'm gonna do kind of a green eyeshadow look, I guess you could say. So if you are a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming on back. I appreciate it so very much. And if you are new to my channel, my name is Jessica, and I love to do a lot of dollar store and Dollar Tree oriented makeup and shopping content. So if that's your thing, you're definitely in the right place. I do hope you will become what I like to call one of my Dollar Divas and join our family here on YouTube. And I do have all kinds of content. Definitely check out the description box below if you are new. And if you've been looking for a dollar store, Dollar Tree oriented makeup channel specifically, definitely go check out my content. I've been at this for a little while, so definitely give some of those videos a binge watch. And if you are new, you'll get to know a little bit about me. I do like to do a chatty get ready with me every now and again. That way I can just kind of talk and get everyone, you know, and just kind of talk about life and things like that. And so, so yeah, I do enjoy doing these kinds of videos because it gives you a little bit of a look into my life and what I do and what's going on. So yeah, I do like to check in and do these from time to time. So without any further chit chat, well, there's gonna be a lot of chit chat, so we might as well just keep it going. So I'm gonna be using my current favorite eyebrow pencil. This is the LA Colors eyeliner eyebrow pencil. It comes with a sharpener. This is dark brown. If you're new to the party, this is like my favorite eyebrow pencil from the Dollar Tree. Love the color, love the consistency. It's just been awesome for me. So as I'm sitting here right now, so like I said, I want to catch you up on the last, since January, I guess. I haven't done one of these since January. So as I sit here right now, I'm going to be honest, I'm normally a very happy person. But I am like currently like fighting back a little bit of crying because my best friend still, I live in Tennessee. I moved here about 20 years ago, and my best friend in the world lives in New Hampshire. And so we had a wonderful visit. It's never, ever enough time. And she just left this morning. And so I'm just not doing great. And my husband just left for work. So it's not an easy moment right now. I better cry now before I get the rest of my makeup on. That's why I'm starting with this. But yeah, it's never enough time. And she's a year older than my brother, so I've known her longer than I've known my own brother. My parents were friends with her parents before she was born. So yeah, and we do see each other. Since I've moved down here, we do tend to see each other like every year. I'm gonna clean up my eyebrows with this Bpure Hydrating Under Eye Concealer. This is in Fair. I've been using this quite a bit lately. So we've done really good at really making it a point to see each other. She comes down here and visits me. I go up and visit her. And sometimes we see each other twice a year. So she hasn't come down here to visit since November of 21. But I did go up in August of 2022. I was able to take the whole week off of work and go visit. She lives in New Hampshire, so my off season is usually January and February, and it's terrible to be up in New England. And that's usually when I would go up. So I had been promising for years to go up in the summertime so we could enjoy and go to like the campground that we grew up at. That's where we met, is at a campground. My parents met her parents at a summer camp. So I tend not to take a lot of time off from my job. And really, the summertime is like generally prime season. So I've gotten very accustomed I took off for her wedding like 9 years ago. It was a little easier, but I hadn't really been up there in the summertime since. It's been 9 years. And, so I did take off a couple years ago because her husband was deployed. He's in the military, and it was about halfway through his deployment, and I wanted to make it a point to go visit her during that time. I always think I've lost the cap to this. I'm always like looking for it, and it's always on the bottle. That's just something that always happens to me. I'm gonna put some face primer on. I'm actually gonna put some eyeshadow primer on too. And I'm gonna be using these ones here from LA Colors. This one here is the eye primer. I haven't used the face primer in a while, but I'm gonna use it today. Because it'll give me some time to talk a little bit more. So yeah, I made it a point to go up and visit because it was I went up her anniversary week. So I made it a point to kind of be there her anniversary week, So we had a great time. So it's been about a year about a year and a half since we've seen each other, I guess. It's been a minute. We didn't get to see each other last year, and like I said, when her husband came back, I knew they had a lot of traveling to do and things to catch up on, so I didn't want to get in the way at all last year. But I don't know, I guess I just wish I felt like I could visit her more easily, you know, and I don't always feel like I can. And I know I have some new Dollar Divas that have asked me that if a lot of people don't know that I'm a singer, I'm going to get more into that and catch up a little bit on my job, just what's been going on, you know, kind of here at home. But yeah, that's just all very fresh right now because they're spending the night in Pennsylvania. So they left this morning, and they're going to get there tonight because it's a long drive to New Hampshire from Tennessee. So they're breaking it up, you know. And they had some other family. Luckily, the man she married has family down here. It's so random. He's got family that lives close to where I live. So the time is, you know, it's split because he's got family and people that he needs to see too. So yeah, she's on her way home, and I just thought I should finally film that Chatty Get Ready with me, mainly because I like to be really present in the moment when I do one of these videos, and generally, like, day to day, I'm a little distracted. I have to go to work. And right now is just like the perfect time. I'm home alone, and who better to talk to than 5,000 of my closest friends. So I'm just gonna put on, so I got my primers on, I'm gonna put on some of the, so we'll dig into the eyeshadow look. So what I'm gonna be using today, I'm gonna come up with a look using the LA Colors Lucky 6-pan palette. And this is the only like new thing I'm gonna use today, but I really wanna dig into it. This is the, I hauled this a while back. This is the LA Colors Liquid Eyeshadow. This is in Villain. It was the only one, if you saw this in my shorts a while back, it was the only one. I went to a Dollar Tree, and it was like the only one there. And I'd never seen this green shade before. I'm kind of wondering if it's like leftover from Halloween. I don't know. It was the only one, and I picked it up. But we had a great visit. Me and my husband don't typically grill. We got our grill cleaned up because her husband loves to cook and grill. So we've grilled out. And I've been off this last few days, you guys. So I've been off since Wednesday evening. Then that's kind of why it worked out when they came here that I'm off from my job. I didn't have to take any time off. Because we have some events in town, and when they do, my theater shuts down because it's just unbearable to go to work. So I have a couple times a year where I am off for a few days. Before I go into the greens, I'm going to go into the LA Colors Haute 6-pan palette. I used this recently. I'm going to go into this shade right here. I just want to lay something down like as a base on my eye. So speaking of 5,000 of my closest friends, you guys, thank you so much for like your ongoing support. I just got 5,000 subscribers yesterday, and you know, it's crazy. Now I'm coming up on my 5-year anniversary as well. I think I started my channel, let's see, it would have been 2019. And it was like, I think I posted my first video was the end of June, I believe. So it's been about 5 years, and I did take a 7-month like hiatus, and I came back like the later part, like the last half of last year. Didn't know if I was really going to come back to it. I guess I just needed some time away, and I don't think I've ever loved doing my channel more than I do since I've been back. I mean, I know I haven't. And what really made me come back, I said this in my last Chatty Get Ready with me, I had so many people message me and comment, and I felt bad because like I know that feeling like when you have a show like on television that goes away. Something that you love. Either there was a lot of episodes and it went away, or there wasn't and you never quite got enough of it and it went away. And I felt really bad. I realized that there, you know, sometimes we just have to realize that we do have a place. And I realized there was like a void that people genuinely missed seeing me, because if not, you wouldn't reach out and you wouldn't comment and stuff like that. So I came back just because I wanted to, but I didn't want there to be any kind of a void, you know. And so I'm so glad I did. So I've never enjoyed doing YouTube more than I have since I've been back in January. And now here we are at 5,000 subscribers, and I do shorts now, which was something I was always a little bit like, you know, I don't really want to do that, but it's been really great. It's been really great. So I'm trying to think of what green I want to go into. I think I'm going to go into that green right there. It's actually kind of shimmery. And then I think I'm going to go back into the Hot palette and use the darker brown to kind of smoke it out a little bit. You guys kind of know my style if you've been with me. I'm going to use I don't know, I think I want to maybe keep it a little lighter. I may use a more like Ooh, I don't know. Oh, I'm making a mess. That is for sure. I may use a... In fact, you know what? I am going to actually first go into that brown, and then I'm going to concentrate that color with a flat brush, and then go into that liquid shadow. So I'm going to go into this, back into the hot palette, and do the shade right here. So my job has been going really, really, really well this year. I mean, I couldn't want anything more. I'm working in a very peaceful work environment. I work with some really good people right now that everyone gets along. There's peace. Everything seems to feel very stable at the moment. I've been gone back, if you're not new to my channel. So if you're new to my channel, I spent many years being a magician's assistant. I'm a singer, but I spent many, many, many years as a magician's assistant. And I quit the show a couple years ago. And but since then, I've trained a couple girls to go into the job that work in some of the song and dance shows that I'm in. Because we work at like a theater, kind of like a theater company. We have a magic show, and we've got a couple like like music shows. So a couple of the girls that got hired for one of the singing shows also got hired to do the magic show. So I filled in the first month because they weren't trained yet. I filled in, and with another girl that had left the show last year. We came back and started the year out, and then I trained the new girls, and so now they're in full time. But I still swing. Like I still, if you don't know what swing is, I substitute. So like if one of them has to be out or something like that, I'll still jump in and do the show. So it's good. You know, me and the magician get along really great. We're probably better friends now than we've probably have ever been. So everything's good. You know what I mean? It's all good, and I'm actually supposed to fill in on Monday, and my full-time show that I do is a Motown show, and I just love it. You know what I mean? I've done it in some capacity for the last few years, and this year I'm in it full-time. I actually went into it full-time last year. Now I'm like the only girl that does it, and we've got a few guys, and sometimes it's just different combinations of people depending on what's going on, you know. And so that's just, I enjoy that. It's just singing and wearing gowns, and at almost 40 years old, you know, that's good for me right now. That's like what I want to do, you know. And we have another show that's fun, and we do it like 3 days a week, and it's got a little bit more like it's actually, this year it's all girls. We don't have any male singers. I'm going to take just like a little flat brush. I'm going to wet it, and I'm going to go into, so I'm going to go into that shade there that we tried going into last time, and I'm going to wet it, and I'm trying to use up this Wet n Wild setting spray that I have. And so, yeah, so, and that show's really fun too. I get to sing a lot of fun music, basically 60s to really early 90s music we have this year. So it's really fun. Not a lot of dancing, so I don't have to like do like a ton of dancing or anything, because I'm not really like a dancer, but we sing a lot of good music. We have fun. That's really pretty. I work that show with the owner of the theater is in the show, and then we've got a girl that was in it last year, who also works out in our front of the house, and then the two girls that are working the magic show as well. We all do the show together. It's just been really fun and light, and we've just been having a really, really fun time. This is probably the most drama-free we've been in a long time. We're supposed to get another show up and going in May. We haven't started rehearsals for that, but it'll give us like an additional couple shows a week as well. So lots going on. I'm really, really liking this, you guys. So I'm gonna go into like that medium brown right there, back in the hot palette. Just wanna kind of blend in here a little bit. Perfect. I might have to like reapply some of my primer, because I'm kind of wiping my face here. So I'm gonna move on to like liner and lashes, move on to the face, and then we're gonna come back to the eyes and finish up, you know how I normally do this kind of thing. So I'm just gonna put some mascara. I'm just gonna use the Bpure Hydrating Mascara. It's been my current go-to from the Dollar Tree. I have some new mascaras I have to try too that I just hauled, and I'm super excited. I've heard good things, so we will see. So as a singer, I suffered from a pretty bad bout of nodules in 2020. I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure, they were caused by acid reflux. And a lot of it was actually the time I wasn't singing. I was in magic, so I wasn't. As a singer, this is not like, laryngologists will prescribe Prilosec or like omeprazole to singers, and we take actually double the dose because even silent reflex can like destroy your voice. So I just, you know, I wasn't singing, so I just was like, I don't need this anymore. So I didn't take it for years. And I'm Italian, I have a very acidic diet. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. I can eat tomato everything every day. You know, I love wine, and so I really need to, you know, I could change my diet. I'm just not like willing to change my diet. So anyway, the reflux gave me nodules. And I've had nodules before. This one was just particularly bad. And so 2021, I really suffered. 2022, my voice was better. Last year, my voice was much better. And this year, it's even better. So it does take about 3 to 4 years to heal from nodules. Sometimes if they're bad enough. And mine weren't like the worst. Like my alarmologist was like, it's not the worst, but it just takes time. So I'm gonna use the Ioni Lash Glue Liner in 1. And then I'm gonna be using the LA Colors Dramatalash False Lashes. I just did an eyelash tutorial. If you are new to my channel and you're interested in seeing that, I will have it linked down below. So I'd seen on television, it was Kelly Clarkson. Oh my goodness, I am making all kinds of mess today. I was watching the Kelly Clarkson show a couple of months ago, and you have to work pretty fast with this liner and glue. And they had Billy Porter on there. He does Broadway and all that stuff. And he was talking about how 20 years ago he got nodules from acid reflux, had a really bad case of reflux and got nodules. And it took him about 3 to 4 years for his voice to come back. His voice is a little bit more raspy now than it used to be. But he did get his voice back. It took about 3 to 4 years, and that is exactly my story. That is exactly what I have experienced. He said, you know, and granted, my voice, there's still times where my falsetto isn't as strong as it used to be, but I cannot complain. Even this year, what I'm experiencing with my voice is that I still sometimes have a tendency to not trust it. And it's there, it's mainly like my falsetto. My falsetto, you know, that soft little like head voice. There are times where I'm still like in my mind, you know, like the damage is now here, not here. And I still have times I don't think it's not gonna be there, and it is there. And it's there like just about every time, you know what I mean? So this year I'm really learning to really, really trust that even more. So yeah, it's been a process, but you know, everything comes in due time, you know what I mean? Everything had to work. I had to get the nodules. Everything had to work the way it has in the last few years for me to be exactly where I'm at right now. And you know, it includes even some of the not so great things like the nodules and all that kind of stuff, for me to be really appreciative and grateful, because I am so grateful that I'm able to sing. I think I've done other Chatty get ready with me's where I think I've mentioned it before, where I was like, I thought my best singing days were behind me back a couple years ago. I should have just had more faith, but it was just hard. I am now living my best singing days, and at the right time, you know. The last few years I've needed to heal. And now I'm ready, you know. So it's been really wonderful. I love what I do. I love singing, and it's taken me kind of a long time to get to where I'm at right now. And like I said, it's just everyone, you cannot compare your time frame to somebody else's. It's different. You know, there are people that have done jobs like I'm doing right now, and then they've done them at 20, and it's taken me a good long while. Like I said, I've had great jobs. I loved my magic show job for many, many, many years. But you know, things change and they evolve, and you know, you evolve with them, and you move on, and things, you know, and you move into different chapters, you know. So I'm really loving the chapter that I'm in right now, and I know the timing is right because it's the way it is. You know, it's like it's happened the way it has, so the timing is perfect. Okay, lashes are on. I'm so far like to look at this eye look already. I'm like I cannot wait to go into that green and finish it off. But we're gonna move on to the face, come back, and we still got more to chat about. So we're gonna come back to the eyes. So we're gonna move on to foundation, and my skin I think is in between shades right now. I've got the new color BB cream in light, and then I found the Candy Moyo, of course, same thing. I bought another light, and I bought a medium, and I think I might have to mix these. So I'm just gonna kind of see. Okay, so let me see if I need to. So let's see. I think, oh yeah, I think I'm just gonna use the medium. I thought I might have to mix them, but nope, I'm there. I've been out in the sun. I do wear sunscreen Oh yeah, that's gonna match perfect. I do wear sunscreen, but I've been out walking. I've been really, something about getting ready. So I'm getting ready to turn 40 this year. And so I kind of went into this year with just this drive to kind of be like the best I've ever been. And so I came back from vacation. I had a wonderful off season, came back from vacation, and I was like, I want to start walking. I live on like a hill. My driveway is like a hill. I was like, what better way to get in shape than to like walk up and down that hill? And so I've been doing it ever since February. And that's just had me feeling really great. And I feel like I'm in the best shape I've been in probably ever, honestly. I'm very lucky. I have no aches and pains. I have good knees, good back. Even being a magician's assistant, none of that has really affected me. So I'm very, very, very blessed in that way. You know, some people just don't do getting older better. I've got friends that are younger than me that just, they feel old, and you know, and it's unfortunate, you know, and I know things happen, you know, I just feel very fortunate, I guess. That is just so pretty. Gosh, I love the medium shade. It's just so good for me right now. So anyway, so I'm out in the sun a little bit, so I've gotten tan. My pool, so this is a whole other thing. Let me get back to being 40. Yeah, I'm not afraid. I'm excited. It's a little weird, you know, it is a little weird. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put my concealer under my eyes. I'm just gonna use the same Bpure Hydrating Concealer. Like, it is a little weird, like, you know, to get to a certain point and realize, you know, you remember your parents being this old, or not old, you know, I remember my mom turning 40, you know. I remember being really embarrassed. They had threw a birthday party for her at the campground. My friend Kim's parents and all that stuff, and every picture from that day, I remember just being embarrassed, you know. Someone bought her Geritol, which, if you're younger than me, it was like an old person tonic, and she actually took a sip, and I remember sitting there, every picture of my face, I had my hand over my face, just like, oh, kill me. You know, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm my mom's age now, you know, that she was then, you know. Also, one of the girls in my cast, we get all different ages. Like, the owner of my theater, I'm not going to give her age away, but she's older than me, and she is just amazing. She's just such an anomaly as far as what you want to be when you get to a certain age. You want to be like her any age. Like, there are people in their 20s that aren't in the shape she's in, and just her energy level and everything. So I got my concealer. I'm going to put on my bronzer now. I'm just going to go dig into this. Had this for a long time. It's the LA Colors Nude Glam Bronzer. This is in Siren. And I'm going to use this brush that I got, the Sassy Chic brush. I'm going to use it for everything. Powder, blush, bronzer. I don't know if I've used it for bronzer yet. This might be a first. And then our youngest is still in high school. She just turned 18 in December. So we've got in between. I'm in between. The other girls are in between. Ladies, really, they're not girls. So yeah, we've got a little bit of everything. We do not age discriminate where I work. And so it's great. So yeah, so I got that this year, and that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. So I'm tan, and I do generally get a little tanner. I love to lay in my pool in the summer. I have the ugliest, a little above ground pool, but I just love to float in it. It just keeps me well. I'm just gonna give this a quick kind of a wipe and then put my blush on. So for my 40th birthday, and kind of as like our next chapter, you know, eventually when performing is done, or just for the extra income, we're gonna do an Airbnb on our property. So to do that, we had to move my little pool, and it's not up right now. So this is the new LA Colors Nude Glam Blush. This is in Sultry. So I thought this would be kind of nice for this look. I haven't used it in a little while. And so my pool is not up. I would already be opening my pool, but it's not up at the moment, and it's a little unnerving. We have to have an excavator come in and just flatten out land a little bit. But I always open it up like way too early, and then for me, it has to be hot and has to be sunny for me to be in the pool. So like realistically, I'm not going to really be using it until the end of next month anyway. But I'm a little uncomfortable because it's not up. But I know we'll get it up. So yeah, we're doing this Airbnb. We have no specific time frame. We just hope to have it done by the fall. Will it be? Maybe not. But it's something that we are actively working on. And yeah, so it's just going to be like a little camper kind of thing. So we're learning everything about that. So that's something that it's a current project. So I'm trying to use some like forgotten makeup. So I'm gonna go into this. I hauled this a while back. This is the e.l.f. Highlighting Pearl Paint. And I'm gonna use this today to highlight. This is in the shade Gold Star. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my table here and then use my beauty blender. This actually really kind of needs to be used up. It's very comparable to the NARS Orgasm Illuminator. But yeah, I really kind of need to use this up. I've had it for probably way too long now, and it seemed to be doing well. So yeah, there's still things we want to do around like the house. As far as like, there's still, you know, little things we want to do. And that's going to probably take a little bit of a back seat to this Airbnb thing. That's really pretty. Yeah, I was kind of wanting something a little bit more. I didn't want something, I had something that was like a pink pearl type of highlighter, but I was wanting something a little bit more golden, you know, a little bit more summery and beachy. So I'm going to use a little bit of pressed powder. I'm just going to use my beauty blender. This is the one I use for dry powders and stuff. So yeah, we got that going on. I'm trying to think of what else. Like, yeah, but other than that, like life is just really, it's just really very good, you know, knock on wood. Everything's just going really, really well. Me and my husband are just, we live in gratitude. And I think that's a big component to kind of staying, you know, living well, you know. I mean, things happen, my goodness, like, you know, but generally we live in gratitude. You know, one of me and my husband's favorite things to do, and I know this is not popular opinion, because I don't think I know hardly anyone who feels the same way. You know, they say love the little things, and one of me and my husband's favorite things to do, get ready for it. I know probably a lot of people are not going to agree with this, but we love to grocery shop. We love to go grocery shopping. You know, it's just the two of us, so we don't really struggle financially like with the cost because we don't have kids or anything like that. So it's just two of us, you know. But we just, even with the inflation and the fact that everything costs way so much, we still enjoy it. And a lot of that is, it's a choice, you know. So I'm going to go back into the eyes and I'm going to dig into this. I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to do like an inner corner. My stomach is growling. I have eaten today. I don't know if you can hear it, but I have eaten today. I ate a big bowl of pasta. So I'm going to take like a little tiny brush and just kind of go in. I'm going to start light and try not to make it ridiculous. This swatched so pretty. That's pretty. I don't like it as much on the inner corner. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use something else for the inner corner, and I'm going to kind of drag this up just a bit and kind of blend it a little bit into the other eyeshadow. Yeah, it just kind of adds a little bit of an extra, like a little brightness. But honestly, that color green in that 6-pan palette is really pretty stunningly gorgeous on its own, if we're being completely honest here. Yeah, I think that's gorgeous. I think that did a really, really, really nice job. It just kind of brightened up the eye look a little bit. I'm gonna get something else for my inner corner. So I haven't dug into this in a long time. This is another one of those LA Colors liquid liners that they've had forever. This is in Cheers, and look, it's actually, I got it like a few years ago. It's bigger than the new one. So I'm gonna put this on my inner corner. I think this copper will look really, really, really pretty. I have not used this in a long time. Oh yeah. Of course, I love the new LA Colors ones. They're wonderful, but I'm kind of wanting to dig into a few like forgotten products, you know? So yeah, I'm trying to think if I've like forgotten anything. I'm sure I have. Yeah, I've just been trying to live well. I planted my herbs. You guys probably saw on Instagram if you follow me on Instagram. So I love basil, I love parsley. I use a lot of parsley, a lot of basil, and I even freeze a lot of basil. So I'll harvest it because it grows best if you harvest it, and I'll freeze it and I'll use that for like my tomato sauce and like my tomato soup, my tomato basil soup that I'll make. And so I always have it like all winter. So I'll harvest it and freeze it, and then of course it's there to use fresh, which is wonderful. And then we use a lot of parsley. So I've got a couple parsley plants, and I did a couple rosemary plants. I don't use rosemary as much, but like when we cook a steak or something, we like to put it in the butter. So, and then I will use rosemary for certain things sometimes. That is really gorgeous. I'm really loving that. I want to do a little something on my brow bone. And honestly, I think I'm just going to go back into the LA Colors, the Haute palette, and just pop a little bit of this like cream shade. the sun's actually starting to come out now. So I think after I'm done filming this, I'm gonna go sit out front for a little while. And I need to catch up on, I've caught up on some. So if I've been a little MIA in the comments, my videos were like scheduled when my friend was here. Well, by now I will have responded to the comments, but I will be doing it, a lot of it after. I've gotten to some this morning, and then I'm gonna get to more of them as I'm sitting out front and everything. And just try to, again, just get a little, get settled, get back to my routine and, after the day. Beautiful. So now I'm just going to finish off this look with some lip liner and lip gloss. And again, going to use a couple, and I'm trying to think if I want to use some, I think I'm going to use some eyeliner. So I'm just going to go into my Ioni black pencil liner. Y'all, if you didn't see my short, I'm sure a lot of you have seen my short where I legit swatched this with my Urban Decay liner. That Urban Decay liner, it came in a set. So I've had it, and I've been trying to use it up at work. But this is legit more pigmented, I swear. And I know a lot of you all love it. I get a little bit of a mess going on right here. It does not, I even have a Dollar Diva that said that they would actually pay like $10 to $15 for this eyeliner. It's that good. I might even smoke out under my eyes a little bit with some green, because I'm really feeling this eye look. Yep, I'm gonna just go back into that green right up there in the top middle. I'm gonna use kind of like a compact brush, and I'm gonna try not to make a mess. That is so, so, so pretty. I just love. Of course, I've been loving being, like, again, I don't love being brunette on camera, but I've loved it, like, in my stage life. I've got some eyeshadow in my eye. And when I do a look like this, it is also when I really, 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 really like it. It just looks really good with the, I didn't like greens as much when I was blonde, but I really love them being brunette. Especially being tan. Being a little tan is nice, too. So for lip products, I am going to be digging into my Ioni lip plumper. This is in Pink Glow. It's kind of like a pinky, peachy gold. And then I bought this a long time ago at the Dollar Tree. It's the e.l.f. It's like a blend and line lip pencil. So it comes with like a lip liner. I think it's in like the shade of, I think it's, yeah, wine. I remembered that correctly, oddly enough. And then you can blend it. It's got like a little brush that you can blend it with. And I may just do that. We'll just kind of see. So my cat Sophia, I don't think we got a chance to talk about this. She's kind of been through it this year. But long story short, she's 15, she's a senior. She's had bad arthritis for a while, and obviously has been constipated for a while too. So it got a little out of hand, like, several weeks ago. And she had to get 2 enemas, and now she's been on an arthritis shot since like October, and that's made a world of difference. But she also, I think she's been having trouble going to the bathroom for a while, and I didn't realize it till it got really bad. So she takes like a medication. I give her this stuff to keep her hydrated. So, and she is, when I tell you, I say all that to say, my 15-year-old senior cat is a new cat. She stopped jumping on our bed like 3 years ago. She jumps up on our bed. She chases my other cat, who she normally had no time for. She is a different cat. Actually, my 9-year-old cat Tater actually seems like the senior cat now. I have to get his weight under control. But yeah, she is a new cat. It's unbelievable. When we came back from our vacation, she had gotten really thin, and obviously she was having trouble going pooping, that her arthritis was already a bit better, but she just wasn't feeling good, I really like that. So I'm gonna use the lip plumper. And since she's gotten the enemas and she's got the medicine and she's eaten more wet cat food, so she's hydrated and she's going to the bathroom, her arthritis is under control. She don't have a problem doing a damn thing. It's so crazy to see her completely turn around, because I've left up my Christmas tree because she likes to sit under it Granted, I've redecorated it, so it's not as Christmassy looking, but because she seemed like she was knocking it on death's door, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave the tree up because, you know, I would feel bad if I took it down. Now I'm kind of like, I can take it down. I think she's just fine, you know? God, this color is gorgeous. It's tingling a little bit. That is, I am feeling this look, like this, I'm feeling this look. Like, I don't think I've liked a makeup look this much in a while. So pretty. So, so pretty. But yeah, so she's doing very, very, very well. And I couldn't be more grateful. You know, the time is never enough. So if I could get some more good years, good time out of her, I think she's going into the best years of her life. So her and I, she's 15, I'm 40. 2024 is our year. It is our year. We are better than we've ever been. So now turning 40, I guess the only thing I can really say kind of like really negative is that I do feel like a good neck does not run on the mom's side of my family. Like my dad had a really good like neck and jaw area especially as he got older. My mom, not so much. And so this is the only area I'm a little bit uncomfortable with, like out of everything. So I don't know. If any of y'all have gotten like a mini neck lift, not a facelift, like apparently they have like a mini micro neck lift or whatever they call it. It's like, if any of you have had that done, like let me know. Like you can even send me a personal message on Instagram and let me know if you don't want to like share it in the comments. But that's the only thing I can say at 40 that I'm just a little bit not liking. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed getting to catch up with me. I know I've enjoyed it. I needed this really bad today. So thank you so much for listening to me and catching up with me. Again, I'll do one of these at some point. I do enjoy doing these from time to time, and hope that you do as well. So I will have everything that I used today listed down below in the description box. Definitely check out my other content and give those a binge watch. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.